Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For any first time viewers, I'm Jesse Rebirth, and today we're diving back into Mcfarlane toys. If you saw my other video, you know that Karen found the Grim Knight in the wild at a Walmart. And we know from a friend that works there, they had got the Grim Knight in the weekend before she had actually found them as well. But these other Dark Knight's metal figures are part of the same set. Now these are Walmart early exclusives, I guess you could say. Meaning they were to release at Walmart first. And the reason I wanted to get this out is I didn't want anyone to make the same mistake I just did. Big Bad Toy Store just put these all up for $79.99. Being they were Walmart first exclusives, basically, meaning they were hitting Walmart first, I kind of got a little agitated thinking I wasn't going to find them at any Walmart because we've been to every Walmart at least a million times, and I thought the amount of hunting we're doing for these, it would just be better if I went to eBay. And I got each of them in the $30-ish range, plus, you know, whatever shipping was. But they're now on Big Bad Toy Store. So we have Murder Machine, we have Dawnbreaker, and we have Devastator. It's funny because I ran into a guy at one of the Walmarts. He said he found Devastator in Brighton, but he had no clue what Dark Knight's metal was when I was asking him. I'm pretty sure he was just flipping toys. You can see on here Batman Earth -44, Batman Earth -32, and Batman Earth -1, but they do have their other names. Let's go ahead, let's dive right into these, and we will talk about them as we go. Now I'm not going to open Grim Knight because I've already done so. Karen's going to be opening that other one. We'll move him down here for the time being too. So, just off the bat, Devastator is heavy. And look at this, he came all busted up. One of these came in literally just a bubble wrap envelope. Oh, I was kind of mad about that. Even though I'm opening them, you don't send collectible toys in a bubble wrap envelope. Same with Amazon. I had to buy a replacement piece of glass for my CR10 S5, meaning 500 mm by 500 mm by 500 mm. This is a very large piece of glass. It got sent to me in a bubble mailer. Came with dents and chips and everything. It was insane. You don't put glass like that in a bubble mailer. I don't know what people think. When I ship something, I'm so careful with how I ship it. I'm so worried that something's going to happen to it. I make sure that it's completely protected. I don't see how, you know, these other people just roll with it. Alright, so we're opening up Murder Machine first. Now, if you don't have any knowledge about what the Dark Knight's metal is or where these come from, Dark Knight's metal, I think it was 2017 now, I want to say. Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo teamed up on a book called Dark Knight's Metal. There was 5 core story books, but there was like 20 side story books. And with those side story books, we got one for each of the Dark Knight's metal. So think of this, for every positive Earth in the multiverse, there's also a negative Earth. So that's where these come from, negative Earth 44. I know him as Murder Machine, and he's basically a mixture of Cyborg and Batman. So this Batman comes to be when Alfred is murdered, and an AI program that Alfred had created merges with Batman over time, but he basically kills anything he deems a threat to Batman. Our official, this is what it says. We got Dark Knight's Metal, comic 2017. Damn, I was right on point. Bruce Wayne, height 6'2", weight 385 pounds. I mean, he is all metal. Hailing from Earth, -44 in the Dark Multiverse, the Dark Knight was born when an all-powerful AI program designed by Cyborg began to misinterpret its coding to homicidal ends. A cybernetic nightmare, the Murder Machine, is a metallic mangling of technological power of Cyborg and the tactical brilliance of Batman formed by the ever-changing nanobots. We got this cool little card with them. And we got this like flowing hand. Kind of reminds you of like a Tetsuo thing from Akira, which I wonder which hand that switches out on. Maybe you just pick With all the trouble I went through to get these things, I'm a little scared to just pull off hands. Well, there we go. It's definitely pretty cool. I dig the Murder Machine look. I dig everything about him. I loved Dark Knight's Metal, and we are currently reading through Death Metal. And we already know that Todd Mcfarlane, they're working on it. We got the Batman in the heavy metal jacket. And he's going to have his motorcycle that's like the Bat skeleton. Pretty cool. Now, Dawnbreaker. This is a pretty cool story because we got the Green Lantern, basically, Batman. And after little Bruce Wayne's parents are killed, Bruce gets so angry about it. At that same moment, the Ring, when it goes searching for its next Lantern, basically, the next person to hold the Green Lantern title, it finds young Bruce. And Bruce basically uses it to kill the guy who killed his parents right then and there. And his willpower basically exceeds 110% at one point, but we get a homicidal Green Lantern Batman. And it's kind of funny because here, with this figure, I would say you notice it more in kind of like the Prime 1 statue. They've kind of given him too much of a bulk because we basically, I hate when their ears get bent over. We'll have to heat it up, kind of fix it. So you can see he's not the buffest, but he's kind of a bit thinner, which he's supposed to be because we basically have a Batman that's never needed to use his physicality at all. He just uses the Green Lantern powers that were given with him. And in the book, he's actually kind of skinny, emaciated, looks kind of sick looking. And it really gives a cool kind of dimension to that character. Like he basically ends up killing everyone. He kills Gordon. He just eliminates everyone he needs to. This base is actually pretty cool. So you can see it's going to slide right in there. It's going to open up right there. You can see our little Green Lantern ring on him. You can see kind of the suit that he's built up for himself. He's very cool. You know, out of all of them, Devastator is probably one of my favorites, or the Merciless. We also get to build a Merciless here very soon. That line is just coming out right now. What a cool base. I absolutely dig that. Here's our card for him. Batman Earth -32. Dark Knight's Metal. Real name Bruce Wayne. 6'2", and this is what I was telling you about. His weight is 160. So in the book, he's even skinnier. Like he's completely sickly. In DC's Dark Multiverse on Earth 32, the green light of will has twisted an angry Bruce Wayne into something very dark and sinister. After the murder of his parents in Crime Alley, young Bruce is gifted with a Green Lantern ring, which allows him to fly and to generate deadly, hard light energy constructs. With no Alfred Pennyworth to guide him, he soon swallows his fear and pain and lets the void that remains corrupt him and the ring, unleashing a wave of darkness across his world and now ours as the Dawnbreaker. So, we got these two guys. Now, the Devastator. Now, what's super sick about the Devastator story, it opens up with a really cool bat suit, and Batman's actually holding the spear from BVS. I thought that was so sick because it was hot off the heels of BVS. You know, BVS released in 2016. And with how much bad backlash people were giving that movie and everything, I loved it. It was cool to see that, like, the same look and design was making its way into the comics. Like, DC had not just abandoned it. Or artists. You know, a lot of artists tend to love BVS. But the Devastator's cool because Batman has Superman. basically they're fighting, and he lifts his arm up, and Superman lasers his arm with his heat vision, lasers it right off. And then Batman is basically laying there on the ground. He gasses himself with Doomsday Serum. And he ends up gassing the entire planet of Negative Earth 1 with the same serum. And it's basically Superman stuck with an Earth of Doomsdays. This is the only character so far that Prime 1 has not shown a concept or shown as a statue for or anything. So, I mean, we'll see. He's definitely going to be a big statue. He'll be he should be the size of the Doomsday they did recently. Well, a couple of years ago now. Wow. Oh, sick. His mouth opens and closes. And his shoulders, he's got kind of this double joint here where it can move back and forth and twist. I mean, this toy is badass. He's heavy. Oh, look at his toes too. How cool. Oh God, they're always so stiff in the beginning. Let's go ahead and stand him up. Our Devastator. We'll go ahead and put our Grim Knight with him. Now the thing is the Grim Knight isn't even actually part of Dark Knight's Metal. He came from a kind of a spin-off story that came after Dark Knight's Metal called The Batman Who Laughs. Let's see, Negative Earth 1, Dark Knight's Metal, Bruce Wayne, 8 foot 10 inches. So he's definitely a bit bigger. I guess that would scale out maybe. Weight 915 pounds. Crashing into our world from the dark multiverse's Earth -1 comes a nightmarish fusion of the only two beings capable of taking on the Man of Steel. Doomsday and Batman, the Devastator, is an all-powerful creature in which the unstoppable might of Doomsday is combined with the unmatched intelligence of Batman. Pretty cool. I dig it because each of these cards are kind of the cover of the comic book. Now, this one isn't, though. This Murder Machine comic was actually kind of like this big monster truck kind of thing, and that was the Murder Machine. Now, we are getting the Red Death. The Red Death is a Flash, and Batman's really cool because Batman straps the Flash to the hood of his car and drives him through the Speed Force, basically. That's going to be a 2-pack that's coming with a Flash toy, and they come with a little cool piece of concrete where they can both be posed on it. That's on Amazon right now. You got to go over to Amazon to get that one. But so far, I mean, these are shaping up to be killer cool. We got this Green Lantern dragon style bat sort of thing. It's a couple little bats to it. I dig it. I think what you're supposed to do let's see. You'd have his arm out. You know what? That is probably how it's done. Nope. The bat is upside down. To be honest.
Yeah, something like that. Has to go around his forearm or something.
Probably like that. That looks about right, right?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of was upset because I could have got Dawnbreaker right out the gate at Walmart.com, and I didn't do it because I was just like, God, we're going to find these in person. One thing I would like to say, now I did order the Todd McFarlane Batman, meaning the one he designed and everything, 2 of them on Walmart.com, but I'm nervous because the John Stewart Green Lantern was on Walmart.com for $15.88. He was one of the only ones we needed for the original set. I ordered him. They sent me a White Knight Joker. So I went on there, did the return form, sent it back, and I got a gold armor Wonder Woman. Like, come on. So I, did the return thing again. They would only offer me a refund. So I went into another Walmart. Boom. Right there was my John Stewart Green Lantern. Got him. I think we have the whole complete original set now. But these figures, Todd McFarlane is obviously raising the bar with each new figure. I mean, they are badass. I'm a little scared. Oh, there we go. Get his legs bending. Get his arms flexing. Kind of jumping. Wait. I dig the Devastator toy. Now, one thing I will say. Now, it's not like I'm not sponsored by Big Bad Toy Store or anything like that. I'm not shilling for them for you to go spend your money there, but I'm just saying if you want to make sure you get a hold of these, if you go to Big Bad Toy Store right now, you can get the 4 of them separate, $19.99 a piece, $4 shipping, or $79.99 for the whole set, which is better than what I paid. I think I paid, it was like $35 with shipping. I paid like 30 something, and he came to like $40 with shipping. They are hard to get a hold of, but no longer. You will get them by the beginning of November, I believe, if you order them, or sometime in November. But this set is insanely cool, as you can see from right here. Now, I do have a couple things. I'm going to get this video up. I have a Prime 1 Catwoman that I'll be getting to very soon. She was supposed to go up, but I got the Batman Damned. I kind of just swapped their placements. But I'm going to do a couple live streams soon. One, I got to do a contest winner. And I kind of got some things I just want to say. I want to kind of interact with the audience and talk to you guys. But I found the coolest thing by your comments. I'll have to find your exact name. I know you. I can find you immediately, but your name escapes me at the moment. But I had a viewer tell me that he couldn't wait for the Spin Master 7-inch Batmobile. So I was like, I know I seen a Batmobile. I know something's out there. So I went looking it up, and there's the 12-inch figure that comes with the Batmobile. And I mean, it's really funky because the character is like the size of the Batmobile almost, but he's meant to just sit in it. It's about $50 on Amazon. Now, believe me, I do not like going to Amazon for a first thing. I think it's kind of messed up, the amount of market hold they have. In fact, Karen and I even spent 50 extra bucks recently to get a air compressor at Hobby Lobby because I'd much rather support Hobby Lobby than Amazon. But anyway, I found out by digging a little bit that it's a Costco exclusive, and I want you to know. Let me go ahead and grab this. Just in case you're going to go out this weekend. This is the Spin Master Batmobile with 12-inch Batman. I mean, this set is absolutely awesome. You can go to Costco's website. You can go get it there. You have to have a Costco membership. I'm never around a Costco, so I told my mom, I said, Mom, will you please check Costco? See if they have this. She said they had a bunch of them at the Costco she went to. But you can see it's a Batmobile for your 12-inch figure. But I mean, if you look at the size of this Batmobile, it's perfect for these toys. I mean, it's way too, it's kind of like a little kid sitting in a electric car for the 12-inch figures. But we're going to get this open. We'll check it out for the, what are these, 7-inch figures and everything. But I just wanted everyone to know, and a big shout out to that viewer who told me, who turned me on to looking for this. I'm going to get your name when I open this. I'll give you the proper shout out, my buddy. But this is at your Costco now. If you want this, go to Costco. I mean, do it immediately. But anyway, got some really cool things coming. This is Karen's birthday week, basically. So we both have the week off. Been really busy getting projects done. I'm going to be opening up a 3D printer here soon. I have openings for all my 3D printers. I just never put them together. I just always get too into doing it and working and stuff. But we're going to start dropping that too. I've been doing it on Instagram, been having fun with that. But make sure you leave me a like and a comment. Let me know any questions you may have about this stuff. Find me over on Instagram. It's Jesse_Rebirth over there. But most of all, everyone, keep buying toys.